The motion offense, originally attributed to Coach Henry Iba at Oklahoma State and further developed by Bob Knight at Indiana, is a dynamic basketball strategy emphasizing player movement, spacing, and screening over running set plays. This adaptable offense, effective against various defenses, allows players to move fluidly and find open spaces on the court. It can be implemented in multiple formations, such as 3 out, 2 in for a balance of perimeter and post play, 4 out, 1 in, or 5 out for teams with a guard focus. The offense is versatile, with the ability to incorporate specialized patterns and plays that leverage a team's strengths. In the 3 out, 2 in setup, 2 posts rotate, while 3 perimeter players cover the outside, with the point guard typically initiating the offense. This setup aims for offensive rebounding while guarding against fast breaks. Players are advised to maintain a separation of 12 to 15 feet. This spacing is essential to avoid clustering, which obstructs dribble penetration and blocks passing routes, potentially leading to turnovers and defensive advantages like double teams, steals, and interceptions. Players, especially those on the perimeter, should adopt a triple threat position upon receiving the ball. This stance allows them the flexibility to shoot, drive, or pass. In this position, they should focus on 2 key actions: observing the post area and evaluating the defense to identify opportunities for a shot, a feint, or a dribble maneuver. Perimeter players need to exercise patience, holding the ball briefly, for about 2 counts, to let the development of screens and cuts. This pause is crucial unless facing an imminent defensive trap, in which case they should pass immediately. Coaches should emphasize to their players the importance of not rushing into dribbling right after catching the ball on the perimeter. Premature dribbling, or a single bounce followed by a halt, limits the player's options for shooting, driving, and passing, especially as defenders close in. Consistent reinforcement of adopting the triple threat position is key. Dribbling should be purposeful and strategic, used for specific objectives like driving towards the basket, creating or widening passing lanes, penetrating zone defenses, evading a 5-second violation, position swapping, or executing a weave screen play. Player movement should be intentional and continuous. Post players have various roles, such as setting screens for each other and including the low blocks, elbows, top of the free throw line, and short corners. They should be involved in actions like ball screening, pick and roll, and back screening, moving away from the ball. Perimeter players, while maintaining appropriate spacing, should occupy strategic positions and be dynamic. They should employ front or backdoor cuts, V-cuts for self-replacement, and engage in screen away, down screen, or ball screen actions, always moving post pass. Effective spacing is vital for perimeter players. They should fill open perimeter spots, and if cutting inside, they should quickly vacate to avoid congesting areas needed by post players. For instance, if a player cuts through the paint without receiving a pass, they should move out to the opposite corner or wing, allowing another player to take their previous position. Regarding passing, the objective is to get the ball into the low post, with wing entries being a common and effective method. Alternatively, passing to the high post, followed by a pass to the low post, can be used. It's crucial for passers to be aware of the defensive setup to avoid turnovers. After passing, players have several options like cutting to the hoop, setting a screen away from the ball, following the ball for a ball screen, V-cutting, or after a cross-court pass, making a backdoor cut. Reading the defense is essential, particularly for perimeter players. Depending on the defender's position and strategy, players should adapt by making jab step fakes, taking outside shots, passing to teammates, or employing weave screen plays. For post players, understanding defensive positioning is key. This includes responding to overplays, making low post moves against single coverage, passing out of double teams, and coordinating with fellow post players for strategic positioning and passing. In summary, spacing, movement, and reading the defense are critical components of a motion offense in basketball, requiring players to be flexible, aware, and strategic in their actions.